And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Tigers' return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason now.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Brown will throw it. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
He wants to throw here on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's got an open man. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. He's got it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Crowder haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Brown wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll give it to the back. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14, Auburn, 0.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Plows through the defense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Brown will throw it. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. On the run, it's Meadows. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. He's got it on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Throwing right. And it's incomplete on third down.
You see these windows, they're getting smaller and smaller to throw into. Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a hand in there and knocking that ball away.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. They're throwing for it on fourth down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll try it again. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? He'll do it himself. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've been running it, but now the pass. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back. And here comes the offense on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Unloads to the wideout. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Auburn! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Nevada is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Reno. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV.
Got his man downfield.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Durham. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. To the ground, he's got it again. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll try the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to...
Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The running back has it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Sends it downfield. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Brown wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish that out.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And I think everybody holds their breath when that QB is back to throw, and he's right near the goal line. You never know if it's truly a safety, but he just gets out of the end zone and avoids the safety.
Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Through the air, it's Hawkins. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. 3rd and long, you've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first, and that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mitchell. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Just beautiful. And that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
Looking to throw it again. It's caught. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside. When it bounced outside, you want to take that thing inside. So
and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure. Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second down after that incompletion. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That completion delivers a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Got it behind the line. It's Thompson. And they're able to get him down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Give to the running back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins trying to get to it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
It's third and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm.
And it's a little close, a little too close for comfort, but I tell you what, quarterback's got to be aware, right? When they're taking shots or throwing the football close to their own end zone, got to know where they're at so they don't give up the safety. Good job by the quarterback. I'd like him to get rid of the football next time, but at least he didn't take the safety.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Caught behind the line. It's Meadows.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
The timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. That timeout later. And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown Tigers! And here they come, almost all the way back. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down. It's a 14-yard line.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 4th down, looking to pass. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Hawkins. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quick completion to the right. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick strike complete. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. The right play here is try to win it in regulation. Don't be too conservative. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Offense set on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. They're trying to get to it. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
As a defense, you don't want to give up big plays. You did there, but the good thing is you kept him out of the end zone. Now you got a chance to make a goal line stand, get some momentum back, get the ball back to your offense.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. No need to look right or left, just kicking right down the middle for the game. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Good right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That last field goal gave them a 3-point lead. Now to see if they can cover the kickoff and keep them out of field goal range. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Brown wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career in Florida and just the games this